I just think about you with football and, how you're the fastest runner in the world still. And just how, like I tell you all the time, like, man, you really teach me about being a team player. Um, Tell me, beyond playing, beyond reffing, what has football given you?
Um, football is a camaraderie. It actually teaches you the the basic and the serious element of team concept. Yeah, I can be fast, but hey, it's a bunch of guys that are really big. This guy's 6'5", 330 pounds. If he put his hands on me, I got to be really fast to get out of his way. But there are other guys on the team that are deterring him from getting to me. And so you have to applaud and appreciate that because you like, man, you doing me a solid. It's a team concept when you watch football, when teams get in the huddle, they're talking. You don't want to necessarily hear everything they you don't want to hear everything they're saying. But accountability is going to be the thing. And you be like, hey, do this so and so. So even though like they call them the guys in the trenches, those are the defensive linemen, offensive linemen. Those are the guys in the trenches. They do the dirty work. That when you're like, oh man, so and so ran for 2,000 yards, or he caught 1,800 yards. They're blocking every play, and they don't get necessarily accolades that you would think, but they make everything possible. And so that's the process of a team concept, and just understanding that they're looking for the best interest. Like, hey man, good block, and you have to applaud that. I'll give you an example, and I'll use the Cowboys just for a reference.
I did bring up.
Yeah, I know. So the Troy Aikman was the quarterback the last time the Cowboys won any championships because of the way they blocked for him. He would buy them Rolexes. He would buy them all type of stuff because they protect them. Because you have to give credit to the dudes who do the dirty work.
Yeah. And it's something about team, when you're working with others and that camaraderie and that relationship, it's the momentum of it. It's kind of like when you talk about it, and I'm not going to go into relay racing. I think that's called relay racing. But the momentum of trusting that person that's passing the baton, that is really real in football.
Yeah, it's a team sport. You have to. Everybody has to be accountable because if you're a running back, you run the ball, and somebody comes to a place and somebody's supposed to walk, you be like, you missed that block, and they be like, yeah, it was me. I know it was me. So it's accountability, but now you have to be more accountable because it's the whole team.
And it's almost like, because I remember you telling me the story of the guy came back with the Suzuki. And he was not supposed to be eating those Suzuki. And I believe he was a linebacker.
He was a lineman.
Part.
Yes, yeah, you did. He was a lineman. Yeah.
So within the team, there's teams.
Yeah, within the team there are teams, and he was a lineman, and I ain't go too far.
No.
But the moral story is they were told that he needs to lose weight and to make sure that he does what needs to be done to lose weight. And we had double sessions, and he came back with a Suzuki, and he was eating a Suzuki in front of the coach that said that he needs to lose weight. And so accountability was, here we go, up position. We gotta do push-ups. We gotta do this.
And to this day, your form with push-ups is the best. And I think it's because of the Suzuki guy.
It probably was. I learned a lot that day. Yeah. But everybody had to be accountable for yourself because it's a team concept. No one person is bigger than the team.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And your team, you all did pretty well in high school. And you made some rap.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not gonna stare at you too much. Okay, stay track. Oh, let's talk about. Okay, so we talked about end of the game. We talked. This is what I want to ask you. It's the punter.
Okay.
Who has one job.
Yeah.
and one team, I'm not gonna bring them up again, but they punter was messing up for them about 3 years ago.
You have you have two players that people think of. They only have one job. One is the punter. The punter is the one who kicks the ball and concedes fourth down to a little team to let them know they're gonna play defense. You also have a field goal kicker. The field goal kicker is the one that can get you 3 points.
This is NFL though, because
No.
even in like
Every level.
so even like elementary, high school, they have one person who's the field goaler, or
They have one in elementary school. They can have a person. It depends on the level of the skill set. But in high school, you have a person that's your punter. That's on fourth down. We're gonna punt the ball. We're gonna ski. We're gonna kick it to somebody who's the kickoff, who's the kick return. But then you also have on fourth down somebody who says, I'm the field goal kicker. The field goal kicker is the one who's trying to get you points. That's your difference.
and the punter is the one who's messing up for the Chicago Bears.
No, you think the field goal kicker.
Oh, that's field. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about points. So you have a chance of points because typically your field goal kicker is the same person that's going to be the person that kicks your extra point
Got it.
to get you
And
7 instead of 6.
And that's what he missed.
He missed the field goal.
He missed the field goal.
Yeah, which is 2 more points than the extra point.
And that's typically what someone goes for when they're pretty close in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so football 101. We've talked about fumbles, turnovers,
Yep.
touchdowns.
Yep.
What else would you say? Someone walking into a football party. Let's just say a fabulous female walking into a football party and she wants to impress some guy there. What else? What one other thing, or two, or three?
Okay.
You know.
What I would say is I'm going a little tangent really quick. But,
Go on it.
all right, fine. I know a lot of times that ladies like to come to games and they're gonna have a jersey on. It's gonna be bedazzled because guys are not gonna do
They're
that.
gonna be cute.
Yeah, they're gonna be cute.
Sounds so funny to say.
Yeah, they're gonna be cute regardless. But just if you don't have a basic understanding, football is a different type of social sport, I would say, than most other sports. Just because you go to a basketball game, you know basketball, it's inside, it's always warm. Cool, you go in there. You go to a baseball game, all right, baseball game is untimed, it just can last long, but you know baseball is. I would say football is honestly one of the few sports where people do what they call tailgating. And tailgating is, hey, the game starts at 12 o'clock. People start tailgating about 7 o'clock in the morning. They bring their grills out, invite their friends, and then their friends sit out, and then they hang out and they get a festive mood, and then they can ask all the questions that they might not understand before the game. By the time the game starts, by the time the 12 o'clock game starts and they're there at 7, they didn't have bratwurst, they didn't have burgers, they didn't play hacky sack, they've joked, they've laughed, they've changed clothes, and then they go in the game, and then the game starts, and you festive, and then but you can ask the questions, and you cheer when other people cheer, but you can still ask the questions, and someone will equally, for the ladies, they'll equally explain it to you, and then as a lady,
So ask questions.
excuse me, sorry. That's not out. I apologize. You can ask questions if you don't know, but the more you go and hang out, you start having conversations. You can ask those questions before, and you can also cheer during the game, but also know that
I like that though. Can just ask the questions.
ask the questions.
Seem interested.
Guys have they will have zero problems explaining that to you at all.
Be interested instead of being interesting.
Right.
So be interested. Ask questions.
Yeah,
Hey, I like that.
what just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, he caught this ball and he caught it, and it was 3rd and 13. He caught 16 yards, so it's first. It's first down. And ask those questions, and then too, if you're a lady, it's most football stadiums are probably between 65 and 75%. guys, guys that's
It's a
there.
meeting pool.
Yeah, they and the guys that are there bring their kids, you know,
Or they're coming with their other guy friends.
right. So you have a chance to mingle, and then you can have camaraderie along the road, even though you don't know this person, and tomorrow you might not see this person, but you get a chance at that moment in time to be at a game and just high five and like, yeah, so and so, because everyone's festive because they've tailgated, which is what makes football different, unique. You go to a Bulls game, you park in the parking lot, you go right in the stadium. You go to a White Sox game, they can say you sit outside, but technically, Cubs game, you strap for parking. You go to a football game, you're gonna get there early and hang out and mingle.
Yeah, that's fun. That's the fun part.
Hang out and mingle. Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I'll give you an example. The time we went to Dallas. And,
oh yes. Oh, and you wore that jersey, Lord Jesus.
And we went out and just tailgated for a little bit.
So ask the questions.
Yeah.
Any other tips you would give?
You know, it's just be personable and be sociable. I think that's really cool. That's really key. Because I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of guys, so guys are gonna talk to you. They're gonna be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you got on, you know, that if that's your team, if that's her team, what a paraphernalia, because that'll initiate the conversation. If you're in Chicago and it's going to a Bears game, you tailgate and you got on a Bears jersey, people more likely to talk to you and all that type of stuff. If you're in a Bears game, in the Bears, and you got a Green Bay jersey, well, the conversation might be a little different.
Well, it might be a conversation.
It might be a conversation. But you just got to be you got to be ready for that, because everyone is just football doesn't make people think about what you do every day. It gives you an escape from reality. And you got a 3.5 hour window during the game, depending on how long you stay, where you can talk to someone and they don't. It's not like, well, I do this or this is what I do, so and so. They're like, man, yeah, he should have threw this pass. You be like, yeah, you're right. And you strike a conversation with a perfect stranger that 2 days later, if they saw you, they'd be like, yeah, who are you?
Well, if they're asking the questions and the right questions, they may know them 2 days later and be on a date.
Correct. Right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
Glass half full. But it creates a different ambiance, because also when you're tailgating at a football game, you don't have to. Let's say you come with. Let's say y'all get parking spots and it's 10 of you, and you got two or three different cars. Once you're there and start tailgating and start setting up, you just start walking around. And as you walk around, you see other people and you make new friends.
Anything we need to share about in the football game?
No, in the football game, just be okay with asking what's going on, because I think a lot of times for females, and they don't understand everything, so they cheer when everyone else cheers. Don't be afraid to be like, hey, what happened? Hey, he caught a pass, he juked, he did this, or dude dude from Green Bay caught a pass, he was about to run, he fumbled, they picked it up, and then the Bears ran it back. You explain those things, now it makes sense, you know, and you just have to relay information, and just don't be afraid, because if you're a female at a football game, it's not a lot of guys that's gonna be like, no, stop talking to me. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, hey.
That's pretty good. Now, there's a difference. You brought up college rules, and we're not going to go into college rules and the professional football rules. But I might be thinking basketball.
Okay.
In college football, it's the first half and the second half?
Both of them.
In college football.
Yeah, in college football and pro football, there's the first half and second half.
Yeah.
The difference.
Yes.
The difference with professional football is you have what you call a 2-minute warning. So, like at the end of the second quarter, at the end of the fourth quarter, when it gets close, they'll have what they call a 2-minute warning. And in college and high school, it's just, you got tackled at 2 minutes. The clock's at 1:55.
Okay, I must be thinking basketball. College basketball has a first half, second half. It's no quarters.
Right. No, yeah. So yeah, correct. Right.
Okay.
That was correct.
I'm confusing the two. See, I know a
No,
little bit
that's
about
fine. That's
basketball.
fine. I'm listening to you talk. It's great. Um, but no, it has first half. So you have your quarters. No, so you have your first quarter, your second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter in football, and all respects of football. It's always that way.
Okay. Any other tips you like to share with us?
Um, hmm. um, I just think that it's important that ladies are okay with coming out, even if you don't understand football. The more you come out, and the more you ask questions, you believe it or not, that it really goes a long way, because it makes it for a random guy. It makes it nice for him to just understand that, hey, well, she's asking questions, and they just might become friends later on. But it's a chance for her to get a better understanding, so that when everybody's screaming, she like, yeah, that's a fumble. A dude like, wait, she called that a fumble? Hold on.
How does she know? Okay, they're
Yeah.
intrigued.
So right. So it's intriguing, it's enlightenment, and I think that's really cool. Just to kind of get an idea of a sport that a lot of women don't play. At the time, they didn't play it, but now it's actually changed because you have flag
Yeah, because
football.
you have. I know you have a female ref that sometimes on your team, or she's on your team now.
Correct. Yes.
And I remember you coming home and said it was a female on the team.
Yeah, I've seen some females in tackle football teams, but then the way that the expansion has happened with football to make it a better understanding, there are high schools that have girl flag football teams.
Oh wow.
It's a different version. It's not as physical with helmets, but they get the principle of football, and they get a chance to enjoy it. And I think that's really good,
I
because
think so too.
they get a chance to learn and be aggressive, because everybody's not gonna be 6'5".
And you know what I think about when you play, like, what do you call it, the social league? What do you call it? Social league.
Yeah, it's flag football. Yeah,
And those women,
the co-ed flag football.
co-ed flag football, and those women that play co-ed flag football, wow, how much they would have appreciated that back in their day, because
Yeah.
like the lady we ran into when we were out and about, he was like, man, she
Oh
was
yeah,
fast.
yeah,
Imagine what, so
yeah,
I am thankful that we ladies are getting that option, young
yeah.
ladies.
Absolutely. A lot of those ladies actually, I would say, played probably. They either ran track or they played basketball. So, and some of them may have played volleyball.
Oh
But
yeah.
it gave them a different outlet to say, well, hey, I can, I know how to catch. I just, so it started out, initially as a co-ed flag football league, but it's advanced to the point that there are women's nationals tournaments that they hold in like Texas and Florida.
Really?
Yeah, they've been holding those.
Okay.
Females from the league that I played in have won those.
Okay. That's
They
awesome.
call it nationals. They'll play regional, but then they go to nationals. They go to Florida, Texas, because well, the weather's always, and it's all females. You got a female that's quarterbacking. You got somebody that's blocking, stopping the ball. You got people that's catching the ball, and so they get a chance to show their skill set. That's the evolution that's been happening, but now it's different. It don't always have to be tackle, but if you could develop the skill set to be able to catch the ball or defend the ball, or that type of thing, or throw the ball, it's a great thing.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. So we know touchdown is 6 points. We know what a fumble is.
Yeah.
We know what a turnover is.
Right.
We know what a sack is, and we know about the yellow flags.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Most people don't want to see those.
Okay. Now, do you think that's enough information to lead the questions that women will ask at the live games or
Well, I
watching
mean,
it?
that's your generic information. Yeah, you can have the one thing that can be tricky. You don't see it all the time, but a thing that's called a safety.
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
So a safety is when the offense has the ball. So I'll circle back. So when you're on offense, you want to start. On offense, you start on your own. You start the 50-yard line is your border.
Yes.
Okay. If you're on your side of the 50-yard line, you're there, right? So, but once you cross up the 50-yard line, then you're on the defender's 50-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on your own 50-yard line, let's say there's a punt.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened. There's a punt, and the punt's recovered at the 3-yard line of your own 3-yard line, because your own 3-yard line means you need 97 yards to score a touchdown. If you're on their 3-yard line, you need 3 yards to score.
Mm.
It's different math. So if you let's say the punt and you get on your 3-yard line, it's first and 10 on your own 3. That's what I'll say, your own 3, because you don't start on anybody else's spot. You got to start from scratch.
So that's the safety.
So, no. So you start on your own 3 line. You run the play, and the quarterback gets sacked. If the quarterback gets sacked in the end zone, then that's a safety. A safety is worth 2 points. And then the team that the quarterback who got sacked, his team, they got to kick off to the other team from a shorter field.
Oh.
They got to kick off from the 20-yard line instead of normally the 40.
Okay, so safety,
Yeah.
turnover, fumble, touchdown, and a sack. You think they'll be good with those terms?
Yeah, they can be good with those terms, but it can get tricky, because I can say this, and it might be confusing, but
If it's football 101,
okay, yeah, I'll stay with football 101 because I was good.
it sounds like we may have to come back.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'll just say this. I can say if you were a quarterback in the same scenario that I initially started with, and it was first and 10 from your own 3, the quarterback goes back and he gets hit. If he gets hit and he fumbles the ball and his own offense recovers it and then he gets tackled, that's a safety. Because the offense maintained the ball.
Got it.
But the ball they maintained was in their own. It was on their own end zone.
Got it.
So it's a safety, and it's not a turnover, but you got to kick to the other team. So there are technicalities, but the basic things you can figure out. Safeties you don't see that often, but I just think that in general, just really understanding just the basic. That's a catch, that's a penalty. Those things are good, and then as you start going and hanging out these games, you can ask for clarification, and you'll always get that. And then once you get the clarification, and then you keep watching, it'll make sense.
Wow. It does. And what you've explained to me, I feel like I've been to games with you before, and I get excited, and I actually kind of know what's happening. So thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank me for, well, you're welcome for my time.
That's the least I can do.
I love you.
Love you always.
Yes. So this has been Football 101. I'm so happy I was able to sit here with my husband and talk football talk, and go out and go to the games and enjoy your football.
Tailgate.
Tailgate.
There's always food at the tailgate. And no smart guy's gonna say, you know what, man, look, no. You can't hide no food. No smart guy's ever gonna say that.
Bye-bye.